Hi, this is Kimberly with my craft spot, and today we're going to make this cute little 4-inch card and learn some things about our gypsy too. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. What I did is this little heart. I wanted the textured background. You can, let's see if you can see that in the camera. Okay, but of course there isn't one on the Cricut cartridges that I own. I don't know if there is one at all. So this Lacy background is from the Heritage cartridge, and you can barely see that I have also layered a heart right where I wanted it to get just the right scroll work and laciness inside my heart. So that will cut out and it will look like a mess. I'll show you in a minute. But it will leave that heart intact. Now, in order to help the edges look a little bit nicer, I did a heart from the Sweethearts cartridge. And I just put 2 of them in there and shrunk one of them just a tiny bit, so that when you come to the card, it gives that edge a nice finished look. Okay? Now this is the background for that heart, and it's a scalloped one, and it is, let's make sure, pretty sure it's from the Sweethearts cartridge. So if you want to check and you don't know, you just hold it. Yep, it says it's from the Sweethearts cartridge, and this one is from Heritage. So there you go. And for those of you that want to know the dimensions, the heart is 3.87 wide by 2.68 height. For this background from the Heritage cartridge, it is 3.2 wide and 3.98 is the height. And so let's see what it looks like after it's all cut out. Alright, here it is on my mat. And like I said, it's kind of going to be a little bit of a mess over here. Fun to clean off the mat. Now you'll want to kind of peel this off really carefully, because this is the only part we want, and it doesn't look too great now, but it will. Okay, and we're going to peel the heart off. And here is the little layer that gives the edge a finished look. And then the background. And you're probably thinking, gosh, she cut that all out in the same color. How boring. But I'm going to show you. It doesn't look boring after you're done inking it. So this turns into this. So let's go ahead and ink that. I have, let's see, antique linen and the tattered rose. Those are pretty colors. And all I do is get the ink on here, and then if you start off and rub, then it does a little bit nicer job just getting the edges and then softening towards the center. So just kind of rubbing from the edge. So now we've got this. Now, then if you want a stronger color just right on the edge, you can go around like this. But I don't know if you can see it really well. But you can tell it's different than the ones that haven't been done. Okay, now this is a little bit troublesome because you want to be careful. So I'm just kind of using a corner of my, I don't know if you can see that, I'm just doing a corner. I'm going kind of softly and getting plenty of ink so that I don't have to press very hard to get the ink that's down inside. So there's that all inked up. And this part, same thing, coming from the edge so that it gets some of that color a little bit softer into the center of the heart. And then I still like to go around the edges to get that crisper, that crisp color right there on the edges. Okay. All right, now this one also is a little bit hard, so you can just gently go back and forth. And just make sure to hold it really well with your fingers so that it doesn't have too far to go. All right, that should do it. Now I also used just a touch of the antique linen to give it a little bit more brown. So, just put a little bit of that on all of them. This one doesn't need as much as the pink, and in fact I'm probably going to leave those two for right now. Alright, I'll move the ink off to the side, and the paper. Alright, let's go ahead and build this. Oh, I forgot my glue. Okay, well, any liquid glue will do, so we'll just use the glossy accents, since that's what I have over here. Okay, so just turn it over, and you don't need a whole lot, just dot some glue on. Okay. And line it up just right. Okay, you can kind of already see that lacy effect. Now you can also see that the edges, some of them are just, you know, don't look perfect. So, I've got a paper, so I'm not gluing my table here. So now we're going to put this edge on, just to give it that finished look. Okay, and there it is. Now, I'm thinking a little bit more pink. So I'm just going to go along this edge and give it a little bit more. And where that's glued down now, you might be able to get in and get the edges a little better. Alright. Okay, let's put this right here. Now, I use dimensionals, because I want this heart to stand up from the background heart a bit. These are pretty thick dimensionals. You can get these from, they're from Ranger. So. Alright. Okay, so now you can see it's pretty dimensional. And the finishing touch to this, and what makes it really pretty, I think, is the glossy accent. So we're going to do that next. You just go along all the places where there's the raised up pattern. Okay? So, go ahead and finish that and then I'll show you. Okay, we have all the glossy accents on there. I don't know if you can tell from the picture on the screen, but the glossy accents tends to brighten the colors underneath it just a touch. So that is how I made the heart on this card. Alright, and I also did glossy accents on this little tag. And just for fun, after I stamped this Hugs to You, I just used the glossy accents on top of that. Just kind of, spread it around with the tip. And it just made it look kind of like an epoxy sticker. So how cool is that?